Once again, we welcome you to Los Angeles, second game of this ABC doubleheader for the NBA on Christmas Day as Lamar Odom misses. It's the Lakers and the Phoenix Suns, a game that's starting to become one of the better rivalries as Grant Hill finishes for Phoenix down the other end. Phoenix has knocked out the Lakers 2 straight postseasons, so there's been some good, healthy respect, and maybe even some disrespect over the past couple of years between the two. As Trevor Ariza knocks down the shot. Stoudemire fouled on his way to the basket. And let's give you a look at our starting lineups presented by Samsung. For Phoenix, of course, a key member this year, Grant Hill, a longtime All-Star, so hurt for so many years, but signed as a free agent his first year with Phoenix, and he is playing very well. And a key player for the Lakers, Andrew Bynum, the young center, just 20 years old, subject of trade rumors for a couple of years, who's really starting to develop. Only 20 years old, as we mentioned, and one of the big reasons why this team has started to progress.
Well, he's the key reason. You talk about a guy that was questioned early on in the season and even in the offseason, but here's a guy that took pride in himself, really established himself as one of the best big men in all of basketball and demanded minutes with his play on both ends of the floor.
And really, he's benefited by Kwame Brown being hurt. And I would suggest that he should stay the starting center when Brown's back healthy. But you have to give Mitch Kupchak a lot of credit for resisting the temptation to Bryant's demands to stretch his body to get more value. By his coach, and this guy is a very good young center. Give him a lot of credit.
Nash stays in, took an inadvertent shot. Man gets to the basket. Sean Marion, that shot put jumper. Three-pointer won't go. Ariza the rebound. But Jeff, you bring up Kobe Bryant. Of course, that's been one of the big stories first in the offseason and now through the NBA. He demanded a trade back in May. Wanted out as Derek Fisher misses. Since the season has started, it has started to go away. Part of the reason has been the progress of this young team that is really starting to come together.
Continued to develop.
Grant Hill on a pull-up, knocks it down. We expect a pretty quick pace. Not only is Phoenix the #1 scoring team in the NBA, Lakers are 4th in scoring, and they're one of the better shooting teams. Lakers can score with the best of it. Defensive team.
They have been very weak defensively, and Phil Jackson and his staff recommitted to that into the floor. People forget how good a defensive coach Phil Jackson was when he was with the Chicago Bulls. This year, they're an outstanding defensive team.
He certainly didn't forget, Mark.
Well, he didn't. He remembers back in the days when his team struggled against him. But when you add a Derek Fisher into your lineup, he is the guy.
Played no games. My life you changed. You helped me do things that before. What things would seem so close, and you've gone lost close. You're one I really feel.
3-1. As we mentioned, they've won 8 of their last 10. 7 games over 500. Oh, what a pass! And Marion with the one-handed finish.
And we're about 4 minutes into this ball game, and Steve Nash has already made 2 or 3 passes that simply make you sit back and wonder, how good is this guy and his ability to probe the defense?
Most feel as Nash gets inside. Of course, a 2-time MVP of the country. Reflected by Bryant. With their smash against the surrounding row. Sportsmanship from the two. Everybody apparently okay. Good help and respect from those 2 stars.
This type of attitude, this energy, this sell out your body and you're willing to get dirty and do whatever it takes for a loose ball. Believe it or not, guys on the bench and guys on the floor, it raises their level of play.
Well, we have a foul away from the ball. It's going to go against Trevor Ariza.
So how's that not a foul, Mike, when you try to leapfrog somebody and you knee him in the back of the head?
No harm, no foul. That's the mantra for the crew today.
I like that.
Grant Hill, the little fake and the pull-up. Grant Hill just healthy, so happy to be out there playing game after game, knocked out of bounds. And it's going to be Phoenix ball. Phil Jackson going with the Christmas bow tie today.
Are you kidding me?
Now, I'm not one to get on people for how they dress, because Lord knows I'm not a great dresser, but that sets back senatorial splendor for years.
Oh,
you're not feeling it, huh?
He's setting you guys back as a coach.
Stoudemire gets it inside to Marion, and Sean Marion able to get it in. Speaking of guys who demanded a trade, Sean Marion did that for Phoenix before the season, but like Kobe Bryant, hasn't talked about it much during the course of the year, and is having
look into your eyes, and I saw your beautiful body. Then I realized I love when you do what you do when you're dancing, baby. Shake it up. I love when you do what you do when you're dancing, baby. Shake it up. You were born in New York City.
November 2nd. It was the Suns' home opener. Lakers pounded them. They're up by as many as 33 in that game. And Phil Jackson called a timeout late in the game. Mike D'Antoni was incensed, screamed down at Jackson during the course of the game. Jackson answered him back. They've traded some lines in the papers. And they're not downplaying it. They're very honest about the fact that they don't exactly love each other.
You see this guy is speechless. You know why? I appreciate it. I enjoy it. I think it gives an edge to the game, to the teams, and it really is what basketball and winning is all about.
Come on, Jeff.
No, I love it. Hey, listen. I love when guys are competitive. But I also think this. Phil Jackson has every right to call a timeout whenever he wants to. I've never understood why other coaches or teams get involved how other people, when they pull their people off the court in a blowout or when they call timeouts. Just coach your own team.
And a foul on Fisher down low. As some coach, I remember Luke Carnesecca saying that one time years ago to an opposing coach who was yelling at him saying, hey, it's tough enough coaching your own team. Worry about just them. And there you see both coaches. Of course, D'Antoni has had such success coming to Phoenix. Coached for many years over in Italy, won some championships there. And Phil Jackson with the 9 titles, tied with Red Auerbach, all the success he's had in the NBA. They made the Hall of Fame this past September, a wonderful honor that humbled Phil Jackson.
No, that's not possible. That is not possible. But he deserved it. And I would say this about Mike D'Antoni. He doesn't get the credit. He basically, in the last 4 or 5 years, revolutionized the NBA, how the game is played up and down more. People forget he was the first guy to go back to that all-out running style once he got Steve Nash.
Leandro Barbosa knocks down the 3. Barbosa, one of the best 6 men in the league, able to hit that.
And people are excited about it because a lot of people believe that you, coach, set it back as far as on the offensive end.
Oh, harshness on Christmas Day. That's not right.
Kobe Bryant in and out. That's his first field goal attempt, and it took over 6 minutes. Bryant keeps talking about this young Laker team and the chemistry, the tight bond that's developed. Nice pass inside. Boris Diaw with the finish, and another beautiful assist from Nash.
And the only reason my offense was set back like that, Mike, was because I didn't have a point guard like Steve Nash. I had point guards like Mark Jackson.
Well, that point guard Steve Nash showing once again his terrific vision. 4 assists already for Nash. Kobe Bryant and the Lakers getting a chance to play on Christmas Day once again. But they trail by 6 with 5:20 remaining in the first quarter. Bryant wearing a microphone for us this afternoon and was spreading Christmas cheer earlier.
Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas, brother. Stay well. Hey, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Everybody has their own numeric line when you get from somebody's name. This is brother. Some people say, buddy, pal, this is brother.
Just in case you didn't get the memo, this guy walked around the entire arena wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. What about the gifts?
Barbosa off the mark. And on the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. Some substitutions have come in. Vladimir Radmanovic.
When's the California primary? Is he running for office?
Well, he has been talking a lot to his teammates. Phil Jackson telling us before the game he's been very vocal with this young group in a positive way. Bynum on a strong finish. And this young man continues to show his aggressiveness as the Lakers within 2.
Well, you look at the upside of Andrew Bynum. Defensively, he is a guy that changes shots. Offensively, a big-time finisher. Just a guy you can build your franchise around.
So much talked about Jason Kidd for Andrew Bynum, a deal that did not go down last year. Bryant was critical of that.
I know Jason Kidd covered him, and I think there's no question about it on first ballot. But you talk about Andrew Bynum and his presence. The upside of this young man is tremendous. I did not believe then, and I certainly don't believe now, that you mortgage your future. He's a big-time finisher and a bright star for a long time to come.
He's the youngest player ever to play in the NBA. That was before they changed the rule. As you see, there's a lot of his points down low. He's developing the other parts of his game, but he's got very good footwork and has really progressed. Nash kicks it out to Marion. Radmanovic to rebound.
Mark, you really think he's a franchise player?
Well, I don't know. I absolutely do. When you look at the way that
When I met you, lady, you made it hard to get.
This is a team. This is a guy they don't even go to.
Nash to Diaw. Here's Barbosa, last year's 6-man winner. Diaw gets inside. Blocked, but a foul. Odom hopping up and down, objecting to the call. Boris Diaw will go to the line.
But that's what they need out of Diaw, that aggression to go to the rim with force. Here he drove it baseline, blew by Bynum. That's a clear foul against Odom. They need more production from Boris Diaw.
Mike D'Antoni saying before the game, Diaw's been wandering a bit lately. A couple of years ago, he had just a tremendous year, was the NBA's most improved player. But Amari Stoudemire didn't play that year. Since Stoudemire's been back, Diaw's still trying to find his niche with the team, as we say hello to Michelle Tafoya. Hi, Michelle.
Hey guys, every game that Grant Hill plays is like another Christmas gift for him. After an injury-plagued career and a year off, he said, it's great now to be in practice every day, to be in games every day, to be playing heavy minutes, and to be thinking about strategy and who I'm matching up against instead of how I'm going to feel physically the next day. 16 points a game, nearly 35 minutes per game. He has started every game, Mike, and that's a gift for the Suns.
He says, I'm the healthy guy in the team, and a team that's been banged up is Nash. This fire, Stoudemire the rebound. And throws it back out. They said he stepped out of bounds, so it's Laker ball.
And when we talk about Grant Hill, I think about Ken Griffey Jr., Major League Baseball all-time great. Here's a guy that was on path, and if it wasn't for injuries, he would be included with the names of the Dr. J's and the Larry Birds. He is truly a gifted basketball player and was on his way to being mentioned with the best.
His first 6 years were phenomenal. As Fisher lines it up off the mark, boxing out from Diaw and grabs the board. Here's Marion. The athleticism, can't get it to fall. Fight for the rebound. Radmanovic very aggressive on the boards. Pass to Odom. Inside to Bynum. And a foul. The crowd likes it. The energy for the Lakers. As Bynum will shoot a couple. Yeah, we'll have another timeout. 2:47 remaining here in the first. Good up and down game thus far. Welcome back to Los Angeles. As the Lakers and the Suns square off for the second time this season. Again, Kobe Bryant, that story so huge in terms of him wanting to be traded. Now, he still hasn't said that he doesn't want to be traded anymore, but says right now he's just concentrating on his job with the Lakers.
But it's a necessary evil and it's something that needs to be dealt with.
Mark, he's got an uncanny ability to separate that distraction, which is probably still on his mind, and just concentrate when he's on the court about basketball.
Yeah, I said it before. You can count on your hand how many guys are mentally strong enough to be able to go through what he's going through and to come ready to play and get the job done at a high level in this league.
Nice move from Boris Diaw. Dial very aggressive to start the game, and Tony says we need him if we have a chance to win a title. He has to play a big role.
Mike, just to touch back on that, you know, these are guys in that situation that become a cancer to their team. They sap the energy of everybody around them. You want a losing basketball.
And if you look at the Chicago Bulls situation, they've struggled mightily. One of the big issues there was two guys been going to do all
disastrous situation, just one of those distractions that wouldn't go away when you have arguably the biggest star in the league. But you got to credit, obviously, Bryant, but you have to credit his teammates because they were a little insulted, perhaps, and they have turned it around and showed him, hey, we got some young guys that can play with you.
I asked Lamar Odom about that yesterday. He said it's about being professional. We have a bunch of professional basketball players. We have a bunch of guys that are excellent leaders, and they won't settle for anything less than getting the job done on the floor.
And I also think you have to give Phil Jackson a lot of credit. He has done guys are all
for Bryant, and the Lakers have their first lead after trailing by 6. There's Brian Skinner, one of the new faces for Phoenix. Gets his own rebound on the miss. And a foul call on Ronny Turiaf. Odom tried to pick up that charge. As we mentioned, Bryant likes the supporting cast, including this Laker bench. Phil Jackson says it's more than numbers, it's energy, and they're one of the best benches in the NBA.
I look at it, and I agree with Phil Jackson. It's not about the numbers. This is a group of guys that when they enter the ball game, they have an impact on what is going on from that point forward, and that's what you want as a coach in this league.
There's Skinner as Raja Bell will come in. Skinner in his 10th year in the league, he's made 9 stops, played for 7 different teams. His first year in Phoenix as a free agent, they signed him because Kurt Thomas is now in Seattle. They need a big player, they need a big defender, and they like his shot blocking ability.
He's played well, but when you get a goatee like that, do you tell your barber dye it red? I don't understand that.
Some people try to make a statement.
I think his statement is he's a very good ball player. He's played exceptionally well there. His numbers are very good.
Ronny Turiaf, and there's one of the blocks. What they like about Skinner. Grant Hill ahead of the pack. They score about 2 seconds after possession. They love to push and are back up by 1.
I know Mike D'Antoni is saying if you're going to play defense like that, you color your bid any way you like.
Mike might even color it for him.
Pass inside, Turiaf. Behind Skinner, 2 blocks already off the bench. His college ball in Baylor, who's a good college player, and has done a nice job as a role player in the NBA.
That's not right. Keep quiet. I'm sitting there.
Comes up with it.
In that situation, Kobe Bryant made the play. If you're running turnout, you got to knock down.
Hey, Jordy, he's the most dangerous one on the floor right now. Man, come on, now. I'm too old for that. Nah, yeah, but not enough to do that.
I'm too old for that.
I got to keep some of the tank. Don't miss the free throw, though.
I have a problem with anybody who's 29 years old saying I'm too old for that.
You know, the thing that stands out with that clip is on the sideline talking about the game of basketball. Not a star thinking, okay, it's my time to sit over here and just relax and get a breather. No, be into the ball game and be totally into making your team better.
And I like the joy he showed, but the one thing that stands out, how has that guy never been the regular season MVP? He's the best player in the league and has been for a while. How has he never been the MVP of our league?
It could change. Of course, when they won the championship, Shaquille O'Neal was here. Shot clock down to 5. Nash. Bynum the rebound. What a game Bynum is having. 14 points, 5 boards. Fisher inside Radmanovich. Can't get it to fall. Rebound by Bryant. That's a throw. Nash has it tapped away from behind.
I'm going to give you all of me. I'm going to give you all of me.
Yeah, they should be in the field. Coming up here tonight.
Baby, everything's alright.
Game on ESPN tonight and Wednesday.
And honey, I'm loving you tonight.
Thursday, NCAA Cavs and Mavericks.
Another guy treat you right. All he left was regret.
Derek Fisher's been such a nice addition, re-signing here in L.A., where he began his career his first 8 years, part of 3 championship teams. Nice feet inside. Marion can't get it to go, and Radmanovich tips it out. And the Suns get a new 24.
When you upgrade at the point guard position, it gives you a better chance to beat the Phoenix Suns because it forces Steve Nash to have to play defense.
Fisher the foul. Stoudemire to the line. First on, check that second on Fisher.
And what you can't do, you can't allow Steve Nash to just have a breather on the defensive end. You must put him in pick and roll situations and look to force him to defend, and Derek Fisher does exactly that.
And Derek Fisher is usually a very low percentage shooting player from the field, shooting 40% from the career. This year, he has shot nearly 49% from the field, having an outstanding year shooting the ball.
And one of the reasons he signed, he could have signed for more money elsewhere, but wanted to sign in L.A. because of the medical treatment that his daughter could get. His daughter, Tatum, had eye cancer surgery. Big story in last year's playoffs. That was his wife, Candace, there with his daughter.
How cute is she?
Is just adorable. She's doing very well, but receiving treatment. That was last year. She had eye cancer surgery, and Fisher continued to play with Utah last year, but felt L.A. was a better place for her to be as he knocks down another. He was the 3rd leading scorer on those championship teams behind Shaq and Kobe. A very good playoff performer. Such a smart veteran.
Well, he's a knockdown shooter. You see what they're doing. Setting solid screens, trying to wear down the body of Steve Nash, and Fisher getting wide open look. But you look to headhunt Steve Nash when you're setting screens. Don't allow him just to roam. Put a body on him. The result, Derek Fisher getting a wide open look, and that's a guy that'll make you pay the price when he gets that look.
Fisher now 33 years old.
Got to give the Utah Jazz a lot of credit. They let him out of his contract to come to a division rival or a Western Conference rival, and because they were looking out for his best interest. So you got to give Larry Miller, the owner, Kevin O'Connor, and Jerry Sloan a lot of credit.
And they miss him. That team definitely misses him, especially when the team goes wrong. You need that type of player. Oh, Barbosa. Pretty move from Leandro Barbosa. And ooze from the crowd here at the Staples Center. Alley-oop to Bynum. And a foul. Bynum now 7 for 7 from the field. And the crowd erupts again.
When you look at Andrew Bynum, what you begin to realize is this guy is gaining more and more confidence. He's getting a swagger about himself. The more success he gets, catches an alley-oop pass over Amari Stoudemire, all of a sudden bouncing around like he's a heavyweight champ of the world. He is feeling it and getting it done.
Andrew Bynum, who grew up in Plainsboro, New Jersey, which is about halfway between New York and Philadelphia. He just played the game before this in New York. Spent several $1,000s on tickets. Had about 40 family members at Madison Square Garden to watch him play. But he said it was worth it because he's really starting to come into his own.
Well, NBA players always have the largest families when they come home.
Stoudemire the finish.
You know, 40 family members. I couldn't draw 40 people to a game that I coached at if I wanted to.
That's his first miss. Barbosa banks it in and a foul.
Mark, that's where he is at his best. Catching the ball and being able to attack the basket in transition. Another great advance pass up the floor. He's got great speed. He's got that little floating shot. Very good going to his left hand. He's much better as an undersized 2 than he is as a point guard.
Barbosa, the NBA Sixth Man of the Year last year. When he was told last year by the Suns' great PR woman, Julie Fye, that he won the Sixth Man, he didn't believe her. He said he needed to see it on TV before that he actually believed that he won. He's such a humble young man from Brazil. Said he called his mother, and his mother just started crying on the phone. He's very close with his mom. What a career he's had. Slowly but surely now has become one of the best NBA Sixth Men.
Hold it. He believes what he sees on TV? Come on. I believe Julie Fye before I believe what I saw on TV.
Bryant gets fouled. Randall on the rookie. And fouls.
Barbosa say, I give a lot of credit to the D'Antoni brothers that really had an impact on the
Underestimating the quickness of the Van Gundy's off the dribble.
Well, there's Dan back there. He coached high school basketball in South Carolina for over 30 years. As Kobe Bryant hearing the MVP chants. 12 points for Bryant. 3-point Laker lead.
You know what I love what Bryant's done this year? In the last 2 years, he's cut back his field goal attempts by over 7. And that, it just shows you he understands how good his teammates are and how he has to play to help this group maximize their potential.
Right, Hill got hit. Bryant with his first foul, and Hill will go to the line. Coming up, halftime, T-Mobile halftime report. Stuart Scott, Bill Walton, Michael Wilbon will join us. First half analysis, Kobe's Fave 5. Highlights from today's first game of the doubleheader. Cavaliers with a much-needed win. And a very special Christmas for Derek Fisher. We just mentioned the story about his daughter. And a very interesting story as told by our Tom Rinaldi. There's Candace Fisher. So that's coming up. All on the T-Mobile halftime report as Hill knocks down a couple of free throws. 1-point Laker lead, just over 3.5 remaining here in the second.
Get in the dancing mood. You should be dancing, baby.
Trying to take it away, but Stoudemire the rebound. A couple of young studs down low, and Stoudemire and Bynum. Nash misses. Odom another rebound. 7 boards for Lamar Odom. Fisher feeling it. 8 points for Fisher. And 4 assists. Alley-oop. Nash, perfect pass to Stoudemire. And that's 6 assists for Nash.
Well, when you play against the Phoenix Suns, you have to be committed to getting back on the defensive end. Can't fall in love with what just happened on the offensive end. Got to get back and converge, stop the basketball.
Ball poked out of bounds. They scored so quickly. In fact, a book called 7 Seconds or Less a couple of years ago, written by Hall of Fame writer Jack McCallum. They try and score in 7 seconds or less. Meanwhile, the Lakers doing a lot of scoring, and Derek Fisher, very strong game this afternoon, Mark.
Making Nash play defense, uncontested jump shot, but falling in love in the home run trot. Stoudemire says, okay, keep on running. Finishing at the rim from the delivery from Nash. They can find him, pay the price.
Christmas Day in Los Angeles. A 1-point game here in the second. 3. He really meant like he's part of the team. Game tied at 53.
And who doesn't have Ice Cube's It Was a Good Day on their iPod?
You don't even have an iPod. Fisher Oh, did you get one for Christmas? Did you get one this morning?
No, I didn't. But if I get one, that's the first song that's going on.
I love that because not just basketball-wise, but you have to show versatility in your musical selection.
Nash, a three. Steve Nash from downtown. You know, I mentioned about Kobe Bryant. People forget he was booed opening night here on their home opener. Fisher again. Derek Fisher from downtown. 15 points in 14 minutes for Fisher.
There's a such thing called a heat check. When you are knocking down shots, Derek Fisher in a zone right now and really attacking Steve Nash and the Suns defense.
Marion got fouled. Bryant got his hands on him. That's going to be 2 on Kobe Bryant. But the fans let Kobe Bryant know that they weren't happy with the trade demands, and he got booed. That quickly went away when he started to play so well.
You mean fans are fickle? Really? I mean, I always think of it like this.
There he goes.
If a fan has a problem at work, and he wants, as you see Mitch Kupchak, who's done a tremendous job here, and he has a problem, doesn't Kobe Bryant have a right to, state his opinion? I think he's earned the right to state his opinion about the course of the team. Now, I don't agree with what he was saying, and I certainly don't agree with his evaluation of Bynum, but he's earned the right to speak his mind.
He was actually filmed in an amateur video in a parking lot criticizing Bynum. Pretty hard criticism. As Odom, the extra pass, and Arizo wide open. But now Kobe Bryant is Bynum's biggest supporter. It's telling him he's just so impressed with the kid's work ethic, which has really improved as Fisher's call for a foul.
Well, the difference, Kobe Bryant said yesterday, hey, last year Andrew Bynum worked hard, but in between practice, whether it be a 2-hour session. Now all of a sudden he's there before practice, he's staying afterwards, so he's putting the time in and he's getting results on the floor.
Speaking of results at the free throw line, Steve Nash has gone to the free throw line 89 times this year. He's only missed 6 of them. It's 93%. He's the 3rd best all-time free throw shooter in the history of the NBA. Only Mark Price and Rick Barry a better career percentage. He began the season, Nash did, hitting 53 consecutive. The NBA's all-time mark still remains, though, Michael Williams, 97 in a row. 1-point game. Final minute of the first half. Bryant, inside.
Phoenix's pick-and-roll defense is just not going to get it done. Right there, Leandro Barbosa's guarding Ariza. He's got to pull in and protect the basket.
Nash knocks down another 3. 13 points for Nash.
Cash on American Express.
But also realizes when it's just easy to shoot.
They're going under on the pick-and-roll.
Still deflected out of bounds.
One left-handed shot in 17 years, and that was on his head by Coach Van Gundy.
Ariza, steal at the pass. Here comes Bryant the other way. On the attack. Floats it again beautifully.
I want to know the name of that coach in British Columbia. My, could you overlook his left hand for the shooting?
Well, we inspired him to be a better player. Hill kicks it out. Shot clock down to 7. Haven't said that a lot today. Nash again from 3-point range. Steve Nash with his 4th 3-pointer of the game.
But I hate how LA is trying to defend the pick and roll. You cannot go under the pick against Steve Nash.
From downtown shooting.
And if you're going to go underneath the screen, the important thing as Stoudemire knocks down the jump shot, go underneath and explode. You have to make sure there's a sense of urgency to get back to the body of Steve Nash.
The teams exchanging baskets in the opening minutes. Suns by 1. Largest lead by either team was 7. It's been close throughout. Raja Bell.
that's just unheard of.
Stoudemire, it's inside. Raja Bell for three. That's good. And both teams coming out hot from the outside. 77. This is a final score of the old Miami Heat Knick games, Mark.
Yes, well, why are you saying Mark? Since Mark back up, he was orchestrated in overtime, I might add.
That's final fouls as it gets inside. That's a little bit of a show.
We've been talking about Bynum and Bryant. Mike D'Antoni at halftime said we have to do a better job defending the pick and roll.
I've been watching you, watching me, and it's plain to see that you've got your mind made up, girl, that you wanna be with me. Girl, I've been watching you, watching me, and it's plain to see.
It's the free throw. Bynum is 66% from the line, but hits a pair there. Nash out to Marion. Raja Bell flips it up and short. Odom, 8 rebounds for Odom. Alley-oop for Ariza. Perfect pass. And the athletic Trevor Ariza with the finish. Trevor Ariza has been a nice addition for the Lakers, acquiring him during the season from Orlando. Nash can't hit. Odom another rebound. Ariza, another guy, played at UCLA. Only 1 year with the Bruins. Played with the Knicks, the Magic, and now the Lakers.
And once again, he's a guy that sets the tone on the defensive end. That's where he gets, makes his money.
Sean Marion making his money, finishing down the other end. Off the turnover, Kobe Bryant getting in Gary Zielinski's face. Very close to getting a technical. He thought he was fouled on the previous play.
This is the same guy that was wishing everybody a Merry Christmas.
He saw that turnover numbers, so key for Phoenix today. Ariza. Nash ahead, deflected by Fisher. And Fisher with the nice leap to avoid crashing into somebody on courtside seats.
And Mike, you know who he just walked by as he jumped over? The lead singer of Maroon 5 right there, Adam.
Somebody told him that about
No.
You have no idea. Nash.
I know Maroon 5. There he is.
All right, how many people are in the band?
5. Cinco, I got that.
He goes from Ice Cube to Maroon 5. That's a
Inside, your mind is alive. You feel the dream. This time is exercise. Your legs, your thighs, will start to realize the truth, the rise. When doing both sides, don't pop it down. Get up and both the side. Both sides. Come alive. Get up and both the side. Both sides.
allow other guys to be in position to help. You give him that type of airspace, you will pay the price because he is an excellent jump shooter.
But I like this. You've got to give Amari Stoudemire more chance to go at Bynum. Bynum's weakness is not on the offensive end. One-on-one defense, you've got to give Stoudemire the ability to try to take him off the dribble and test his lateral quickness.
Stoudemire, of course, a couple of years ago, overcame the serious knee injury. One of the dynamic young players in the league. He's only 25. I've got to do a better job coaching him and finding the spot now that Stoudemire's back at Grant Hills here. But he also has to get back that consistent aggressiveness that made him such a good player. Phoenix a 2-point lead as we come up on a minute remaining. Farmar. Talk about aggressive. Farmar plays with aggressiveness every single game.
I just love the confidence that all the younger players from LA play with. They just play, they know what they're doing.
Diaw called for an offensive foul, not happy with it. Mike D'Antoni furious.
And here's what I love about Jordan Farmer. He is a starting point guard in this league, but he's not allowing that to impact him. He's coming on the floor and doing whatever's asked of him, and his future is very bright. He is a legit starter today.
Bell right up on Bryant, trying to distract. Stripped. And he will not go. Still have the ball with 5 on the shot clock. And they had their battles in the playoffs a couple of years ago. Take a look at Farmar again.
You see, come in the ball game and make a difference. Make a difference on both ends of the floor, and that's his mindset.
5 to shoot. Bryant hits a three. Just got a little space to knock it down.
You can't do anything but shake your head if you're Roger Bell. Excellent defense on the first trip. The second trip, he forced him away from the basket and knocked down the dagger jump.
And a foul on Farmar. Bryant 12 of his 24 here.
This is great. Let's catch the basketball away. Last time.
You got to have the mentality of like a cornerback in the NFL. You get touchdowns thrown against you, just shake it off.
I think in that situation, Roger Bell has to have the same mentality as Kobe. If Kobe misses some shots, it's not going to affect his next one. If he knocks down some, Roger Bell has to have the same mentality. Don't worry about it. Just continue to make them work.
Barbosa, the 5th Phoenix Sun, in double figures. 1-point game in what should be the final possession of the third.
I like what Bell is doing now, trying to deny the basketball.
Friday, 3 on Saturday, including a matinee. As his Lakers lead by 3. Barbosa, the Morris Diaw. Kobe Bryant guarding him, knocked away. Ball still loose, stolen by Farmar. Bryant's defense forced the Skinner with the foul.
You can see Kobe Bryant battling on the defensive end, but how about the hustle of Jordan Farmar, chasing down a loose basketball and then knocking down a shot previously, turns down the jump shot, penetrates the interior of the Phoenix Suns defense, and then finds Bynum underneath.
Bynum, terrific all-around game. As you see, has already well surpassed his double-double total of the first 2 years combined. It's the free throw. Reminder, visit NBA.com. You can vote to send your favorite player to New Orleans for NBA All-Star 2008. Vote daily in 20 different languages with the All-Star ballot presented by T-Mobile, online exclusively at NBA.com. 20 for Bynum. You just watch this kid's growth from week to week. Barbosa, Bell, Diaw, Skinner, and Hill. Barbosa gets inside, can't finish. Bynum's presence. Odom for 3. And Diaw the rebound. Diaw foul on its way. It's going to go against Williams. And that's his third. Jackson. But Mark, would you say this is a much better team than last year?
Oh, this is a much better basketball team. They're very deep. They're talented. You're looking at plays being made. All of a sudden, Bryant trusting his teammates, and those guys are rewarding his trust in them. They are now finishers on the interior and knocking down shots.
Yeah, this equals their largest lead of the game. Bynum is 8 of 10 from the field. Grant Hill.
And Mike D'Antoni's in a quandary. He's got to go back to Steve Nash. He wants to rest him more, but the game gets away from him every time he takes him out.
Backup point guard has been a tough spot for this team as Olin gets inside, misses. Stoudemire the rebound. Barbosa is their backup point guard, but he really is a 2-guard. Inside to Skinner.
I think when Nash is out, Grant Hill should be the primary ball handler. He or Diaw. I think Barbosa is much better playing off the ball when he can get into an attacking mode earlier in the shot clock.
Farmar. Skinner blocked it. Crowd wanted a goaltend. That had no shot at going in. Curry in the finish, and just like that, the Suns back within 3.
It starts with the commitment on the defensive end. If you get stops in this league, you put yourself in a position to push the basketball.
2.5 gone by here in the fourth. There'll be no double-figure leads in this game. Bryant and a blocking foul ball on Skinner. Much to the chagrin of the Suns bench.
Talk about the concerns defensively for the Phoenix Suns. You have to get stops coming from the weak side of big time.
That one looked like it could have started on the weak side. But it was definitely Bell also said a few weeks ago they were not very good defensively. They're never going to be one of the best. You say railroad keeps you rolling.
Well, you have to have veteran leadership. You have to have a vision. These are guys that have been around and they understand that if you don't have a commitment to defend, you are going to be home early when it comes playoff time. If you want to advance, you have to get it done on the defensive end.
The bottom line is the small teams, like teams that play small, will never be the best defensive team, but they can prevent some of the pick and roll dunks by just being more solid in their rotations.
Nash, a 3. Barely grazed the rim, but can do it all. From outside. Oh, yeah, quick jump. Sean Marion goes high for his 10th rebound. Farmar fights over the screen. Skinner doesn't mind taking that shot, knocks it down. 8 points for Skinner.
Skinner has been a bright spot for Mike D'Antoni and the Phoenix Suns this afternoon on the defensive end and also looking to be aggressive. I think that's the thing they miss most with Kurt Thomas, the former big man that's now with the Seattle Supersonics, his ability to pick and pop and knock down jump shots.
Good defense from Marion. Foul. They're going to call it on Marion. Disbelief. Mike D'Antoni hot. Kobe Bryant's going back to the free throw line. Timeout. With 8:22 remaining. You get that. Christmas Day. Game here at the Staples Center. Kobe Bryant and the Lakers are trying to hold on to the Phoenix Suns. Right now, 3-point lead. Bryant with 28 points.
Hey, Santa's here.
We're back at you again. 10 assists for Nash. Kobe Bryant pointers. 6 assists. Now dig. Lakers by 3.
Really done. It's about that bumping up your gun. F-U-N for fun. Now would y'all say that for me? Fun. Say. If you want some fun, then you got to let us know. You're bumping up your guns. Thing. Double jaw jacket. Say it again. Fun. If you want some fun, then you got to let us know. You're bumping up your guns.
So that's what's scary. There's a lot of basketball still left in this young man and obviously some upgraded talent around him. So he's going to be around for a long time to come.
And you get the feeling that he's going to be a Laker for the rest of the year. What happens after this year, who knows? He can opt out of his contract after next season. And if he still wants out, well, then the Lakers might have to deal him.
I like what Magic Johnson said in the paper today. A part owner of the Lakers. He'd rather get another year out of him. If he wants to walk, let him walk, instead of trading for less value.
You're certainly not going to get equal value in this league for Kobe Bryant.
And by the way, what a great article in the LA Times on Magic Johnson and all he's done for the LA community.
Kobe Bryant nails it. And it's a 7-point lead, equaling the largest of the game. And Tony furious. He wanted to travel. Bryant has 32. And a foul away from the ball. It's against Ariza.
What's interesting, how hard he works to get the basketball and then his ability to elevate. David John Marion defending him, but goes away from him and then knocks down the jumper. And Dan Tony says, hey, that's a traveling violation. You kidding me? It's Christmas, but I'm Scrooge. That's a travel.
I don't know if he traveled.
I don't think he did. I think he has outstanding footwork through hours and hours of repetition.
Nash misses.
Saturday night, the place was hot, everything was nice. Took me by surprise when I looked in her eyes.
I don't need you to help me on that. I said it, let's move on, okay?
Nash gets inside, off the left foot. Able to knock it down. 23 for Nash.
You know, he's ambidextrous with both hands. He's also ambifootus. He can go off either foot. It's just amazing the body balance he has.
And he practices those shots. He says those shots in the paint. The crowd. The pass blocked by Ariza, but Barbosa gets it back. Plenty of highlight plays here this afternoon at the Staples Center. Chance of defense. Skinner getting an open look and nails it. How about Skinner with 10 points, 4 boards off the bench?
If this guy makes another jump shot, I'm going to dye my beard.
Everybody likes playing in Phoenix. It's going to be a player's dream. You come here, you get good open looks. Odom using that left hand. Tipped in by Bynum. And Bynum fouled down the other end. That's going to be his 4th foul. And for Bynum, that is now a career-high 26 points for the 20-year-old.
When you think about the great centers here in Lakerland, Wilt, Kareem, Shaq will make room for the big fella, Andrew Bynum. He is coming. Great hands, his ability to make plays on the offensive end, unselfish, ready to collapse, big-time rebounder, the touch to put it back in. He's going to join those big guys.
Merry Christmas, Stewart. The Western Conference.
I think Chris Paul is playing like the best point guard in the league. The way that he facilitates that offense and then doing a great job of really getting them in spots where they can be effective.
Well, we see Steve Nash, and he's the best point guard in the league right now, but there's some just wonderful young point guards, Paul and Darren Williams, just to name two, that are going to be carrying the point guard torch for many years to come in this league. Stoudemire goes 1 of 2, 6-point game with 5:13 remaining here in the fourth.
I don't think enough is said about the way that Phil Jackson put Trevor Ariza in the starting lineup. Going defensively, and he's had an impact on this ball game. We're trying to figure out how the other Vanguard can find any minutes for him in Orlando.
They were 16-4 out of the gate. Sit down, Trevor Ariza.
Ready to start today. He's fouled on the way to the basket.
Couple things from Phil Jackson in that last timeout. He told them on defense, you guys have to be aware, get back in transition, and turn around. Make sure Steve Nash sees you, and then he's ready. So you don't get out of the lane. On offense, he wasn't too happy about the fact that they were isolating Kobe Bryant so much. He said, stay in the offense, stop isolating Kobe.
Jordan Michelle must be just a nightmare to try and set up a game plan to defend this team. Bryant puts it up, puts it in. Kobe Bryant now at 34. This is the largest lead of the game.
That's what you call selective hearing. Kobe Bryant didn't hear that isolation, so he just broke him down with a right-to-left crossover.
Nash with a turnover. Only the 9th for Phoenix. Bryant to the basket. Foul by Stevens. And more free throws coming out from Kobe.
And on the Phoenix Suns, I'm saying, why don't you listen to your coach? Stop isolating this guy. He is too good. 3 guys in the area. Goes away from that, eliminates the help, gets the basket, and knocks down another dagger jumper over Sean Marion.
I used to feel I was 10 feet tall.
LeBron James right now averaging more points per game.
And you look, 5 guys on the Lakers have 10-plus field goal attempts, so they're spreading the wealth.
They've got a chance to play on Christmas a lot to rack up the points. 34th time the Lakers are playing on Christmas Day. And the lead is 10. First double-digit lead of the day. Nash fouled by Fisher. Players starting to squawk a little bit as Fisher picks up his 4th. And the Lakers, that's their 4th team foul. 1 away from the penalty.
Gary Zielinski has been under assault for the last quarter and a half. Every call he's made, somebody's on him. Coach, player, assistant coaches, trainers.
If you look at Derek Fisher, that's the difference of having Derek Fisher as opposed to Jordan Palmer or Smush Parker. He's earned the right to be able to talk, and you know he's not going after. He's not afraid of the moment as Brent Hill knocks down the jump.
You know, that ball got caught on his hip for a moment, but nobody came out to him. 14 points for Grant Hill. He had a quick start. And it's back to an 8-point game. Raja Bell back in, hand in the face. No defense there. Kobe Bryant erupting now at 38.
I'm doubling him on every catch. You've got Trevor Ariza out there. Lamar Odom has Marion dunks. Lamar Odom hasn't shot the ball well. I am taking the ball out of his hands regardless. So here he comes off a little stagger screen. That ball's there. Grant Hill's got to come at him right there and make him give it up.
12 points in the 4th. Then after 14 points in the 3rd. That's a 3. And nearly came up with a rebound as Billy Kennedy, the official, trips over the photographers. Bryant making sure he's okay. Nice job.
After he yelled at him.
That'll get him to the line next time. Oh, Billy Kennedy. Greg Willard, Billy Kennedy, and Gary Zielinski are officials here this afternoon. Fisher trying to battle Nash. Down for 3, and he got hit. Kobe Bryant hit him on the arm. He doesn't like the call, but Bell will shoot 3 free throws.
And that was after he helped Bill Kennedy up at the other end. I like that, Bill Kennedy. No star system.
4 fouls on Bryant.
And Bryant closing the gap. Roger Bell goes up, That's a love tap. That's not a foul right there. He doesn't affect the shot, misses the shot, but getting rewarded going to the line. And the ball doesn't lie. Misses the first foul shot.
That's his first miss from the free throw line this season. Now, he's only been there 13 times. Now,
that's a foul.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That's enough. You should know as a shooter, that's enough to change your whole shot.
Did you just call me a shooter? That's the first time in my life. So I love you, Mike Green.
I've always thought you were underrated as a shooter.
He didn't say maker. He said shooter. That's a big difference.
Bell misses 2. 1 for 3, and the lead is 7 with 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth.
Help off him, make him throw it to him.
Alley-oop to Stoudemire. Nash saw the defense turn its back for a split second, and he gets his 13th assist.
And with the reads at the other end, don't feel you have to take a 3. Move in, take a 15-footer. It's a better shot for you.
If I'm Phil Jackson, I'm thinking, hey, maybe we should go back to that isolation for Kobe.
Fisher brings it this time to the basket. That's what he does best.
Turn down the jump shot and go to your strength. Good job of moving the basketball, and Trevor Ariza not selling on the offensive end, but looking to attack.
In his first start of the season, Trevor Ariza, 14 points and 7 rebounds acquired during the season from Orlando, helping the Lakers build a 7-point lead. BC second game of our doubleheader. Kobe Bryant, 38 points as the Lakers lead by 7 with 2:23 remaining. Let's hear some of the sounds from today's game.
Hey, Fish! Good pass, boy. Hey, attention, eh?
Pick him up, pick him up, pick him up, pick him up.
You gotta help out.
You know what?
There's a little passion to this one on Christmas Day.
Versatility. Kobe Bryant, bilingual, talking to Vujacic.
And I like Phil Jackson has the loudest whistle of any coach in the NBA.
Nash, Stoudemire for 3. It's short. Fisher with the rebound. Stoudemire, I don't know if that's what you want. The shot there. He was 1 for 7 from three-point range before that.
Give the Lakers defense credit, shutting down the penetration of Nash, forcing the jump shot from the guy that they wanted to take
number 24, Kobe Bryant, 38 points, 7 assists. And they're celebrating here at the Staples Center, an 8-point lead. Suns are going to need a miracle to pull this one out. Stoudemire back to Hill. Hill got away with a travel and lost it out of bounds. Anthony Kennedy says, my mistake, still Suns ball.
And what I don't like is you allow the Lakers to eat clock on their last possession, then you call a timeout. I get the sense that the Phoenix Suns surrendered this ball game with 40-something seconds left to go.
Inbound to Stoudemire. Goes to find him and wisely draws the foul. That's the Suns' best strategy right now. Try and score with the clock stop. Now, if he hits 2 here, it makes it a 2-possession game.
Well, it does, but the way that the Suns are playing, they'll probably fall back in a man-to-man defense and not foul.
An anti-Phoenix chant erupting here at Staples. Makes it a 7-point game. Kevin Durant warming up. Seattle playing Portland tonight.
22 surgeries later.
At ESPN.
Speaking of surgeries.
Stoudemire misses. And a whistle, and here's a quick foul. Well, missed free throws certainly hurt them. As they missed 5 free throws. You'll check that 4 free throws here in the 4th quarter. And you see 10 for the game.
Right now, the Lakers, if they played Phoenix in a series, I believe the Lakers would beat them. I think they're the more versatile team, the more well-balanced team between offense, defense, and rebounding. And I think Phoenix needs to strengthen their bench. I think they need to add another shooter. And I think they need to address their backup point guard situation.
Well, they're 19-8, obviously a terrific record, but right now, and it looks like they're going to lose this game. They're only 7-7 against the West.
An incredible thing, and I never thought I'd say this a couple of months into the season. The Lakers are a more talented team than the Phoenix Suns by a landslide.
By a landslide?
By a landslide. You look at the bench, there's quality guys over there in the white uniform that can come in and have an impact on this ball game.
Well, that's a pretty bold statement. We'll have to address that when we come back.
You don't hear our man arguing.
Lakers in control. Los Angeles, Kobe Bryant, the Lakers, another impressive performance here at the Staples Center. Bryant has 38 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. Lakers as a team shooting 52%. Stoudemire. Raja Bell, the 3. Won't go. Stoudemire the rebound. Able to connect. And that makes it a 7-point game with just 12 seconds to go. And a quick foul on Derek Fisher. The Lakers are going to hold on. This will be the Lakers' 3rd win in a row. And they're now 9-2, or will be 9-2 in their last 3 games. They go to 18 and 10 and playing with a lot of confidence.
What you have to go about is get in the habit of winning. Right now, the Lakers are doing exactly
You see Bryant has plenty of help. Bryant has 28, 12 rebounds, over 15
I know good, but never like this. I'm finding it hard to resist. Her love has changed my attitude. All I feel is gratitude. She's on the one.
A terrific game. Phoenix, meanwhile, after this loss, they'll be 3-5 in their last 8 games. They're a terrific team, but they've got some work to do. Bryant. This will do it. Lakers an impressive win on Christmas Day as they improve to 18-10. Those were Nash's numbers, but it was Kobe Bryant and his young athletic teammates. The supporting cast also terrific for the Lakers. And Kobe Bryant, 38 points, he's with the show.
And happy holidays to you, Kobe. And this is an even happier one when you come out with a